That's an interesting point in itself, because obviously I hadn't used those tools for this particular campaign. How do you go about choosing the right people so that you're able to extrapolate that data at the right time and make those quick decisions from both an agency and a brand team? How do you choose those right people who then also have that knowledge and experience of understanding the nuances in the different cultural markets you're working in?
So I'm going to steal something that I heard last week from someone about like the skills we need to operate in a world. I'm not going to name drop them, but they were like, you know them, they're like, they're rich. And basically he said, like, there's 3 things you need to succeed basically going forward. And it's not about knowledge coming out of university. It's not about like, or whatever, like having the degree and the certification. It's like he looks for teamwork, he looks for problem-solving ability, particularly problems that haven't yet been solved. So if you can solve problems that have been solved, that shows a level of intelligence. But if you can have a tenacity to actually do new problems and kind of push through and work through those challenges, that's the key thing. And then the last one was adaptability. And that just really stuck with me. And I was like, oh, that's absolutely right. Those 3 things. I would add a 4th myself, just make it like, you know, about me, which would be like, what I try to teach my kids all the time is just be really curious. And I think those are like, if you have those kind of skill sets in your team, you're always going to push and do good things. I think and you'll find the skills, you'll find the right tools to help you, you know, do whatever you need to do, as long as you've got those traits somewhere in you. That's more important than actually having the knowledge and the skills in the first place.
Brilliant answers from Rob there on what you need for a team, but from an agency perspective, obviously you probably need all of that, but is there anything else you need? Because you're obviously working across a number of projects, and how do you get that right team that can deliver on an international stage?
Yeah. From an agency perspective, a strategy planning perspective, having that diverse group of people that come together, particularly with how this campaign ran, was really important. Having those diverse perspectives that help to guide the campaign in how it came together in terms of execution was really important. But then also from an executional perspective, having the right team on board, monitoring the campaign, ensuring that there was a troubleshooting framework, working closely with all our partners at Visa, our partners at DAZN, having those local agency teams as well, keeping an eye on how we're performing was so important, particularly in this space and with the way that we were trying to activate. So bringing those together and having that really clear plan was so important here, making sure that we could be reactive to the moments as they happened in game weeks, and being able to pivot and adjust live, but also for the rest of the campaign as well. So bringing the team together in that way was really important, and I think contributed to the success.
Yeah, I agree with, just to add to that, on our side as well, and on DAZN's side, I think, you know, having that local market voice all the way through, that diversity of thought. They brought things that we would never have thought of. DAZN brought their own expertise as a broadcast partner and kind of ideas about what they could and couldn't do, and we challenged them, can we do this? Like, we can't do that because of whatever reason, regulations or just technical or whatever else. So actually it was actually quite fun, like doing that, because there's a good group of us that were just iterating on it all the time.